Don't eat your cake now.
No, children.
All right, we got another episode of Class in Session. Let's all start off by telling Dr. Bolton happy birthday as he just walks off camera.
Happy birthday.
You know, shout out to the fact that he's eating his birthday cake right now.
It's bomb, too. Where did you get this cake from?
You ain't lying.
HEB.
Cake is usually...
HEB, and it's the new HEB, so you ain't got no roaches in the back. Brand new, they just finished building.
Roaches is coming.
Sure, it's not the whole thing. That's not saying roaches.
All right, so we can start off with your question, Joe. I know you had a question in regards to this. Why do you think Jaylen Brown did not make the USA team?
Because they racist. He's Muslim. Kyrie's Muslim. Spoke out against Nike. Tweeted about it. Some BS, man.
So
What you say about Nike?
When Kyrie had his whole thing going on, he tweeted Nike like, when did y'all start getting involved in politics?
Okay, yeah. When they dropped his shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And,
That was all he did, though.
So he said something about Nike. Oh, he spoke about Nike. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But they got 3 of his teammates.
Brown
Brown, the MVP.
from the
Celtics?
Celtics?
Yes. He's the finals MVP. They got Jason Tatum on the team. They got Drew Holiday on the team. Kawhi Leonard's going home. They just added Derek White. How does that make any sense?
black, educated, intelligent men are not popular in American empowerment.
When I make that oath,
But this we talking basketball. Like,
well, Jaylen Brown is like probably one of the smartest dudes in the NBA because I remember somebody making a comment about it was like, look, you asked too many questions or something like that.
No. He went to like an Ivy League school. He was a chess player. They thought he did something with NASA.
Yeah.
No, he's legit.
Yeah, he went to MIT.
Yeah, he's like legit smart.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he's like really, really smart or
I'm
bottom genius.
I'm saying in regards to his, I guess, contractual agreements, things like that when he first got in, you know, a lot of people just happen to have money. He had questions about a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
And they were saying, like, I don't know about this one because he
And
has a lot of
what was
questions.
the narrative they put out about him? They didn't think he was going to stay in the league because he had too many options. So when you go in and you're not just thankful somebody is giving you this living based on your talent, they're going to make more. That, it must be something wrong. So they said that he had, they shrouded him with these questions of quality or performance because he had the nerve to be intelligent. Now, when you have NFL linemen that's white that have the same aptitude, oh, what a great guy, oh, what a great this.
So why do y'all think, I mean, since we swapped over to the NFL, why do y'all think that they question NFL players who are in a position of quarterback, the black ones, opposed to the white ones? Because there's a lot of critiques based in, like, I don't know a whole bunch about football, but it seems as though they critique the black ones. Like Cam Newton, from what I understood, Cam Newton was a fucking monster because he could run, also throw accurately. But you look at other players that come in who don't necessarily have that option of running, they can only throw. It's way more, I think it's way less critical.
I mean, they criticize, but the way the league is going, everybody's got a black quarterback. It's almost, you know what I mean? Like, they can criticize, but they gonna keep signing him because they need him. So it ain't like. I feel like half the quarterbacks like black now about.
Well, the NFL has shown. I don't know why anybody asks any questions about the NFL anymore. The NFL showed every question you needed answered was answered between 2016 and 2022.
when they said, we don't care about black folk, we don't care. Though 80% of our league is black people, and has been for decades, that makes us trillionaires. And they have a gripe. We're going to dig our heels in until the trillion-dollar companies like American Express and all those other ones finally said something. And then they changed their tune. So when people tell you who they are, just believe them. No more questions of why we don't have black coaches. Stop that conversation. They told us. No more. Well, why black quarterbacks still have such a hard time? They told us. Why is it there are no black owners in the NFL? They told us. Stop. Everybody quit acting shocked when America acts like America. It's not acting. America is America. Is it?
You don't got nothing to add, Joe?
Nah. I just wanted to start them up.
All right, well, since you won, Dr. Bucks, let me go ahead. Okay, so y'all tell me what y'all thoughts on this particular phrase. I heard this on a TV show, and it hit me. So, some people are not loyal to you. They are loyal to their need of you. Once their needs change, so does their loyalty. What's your thoughts on that?
I feel like that's true for a lot of people.
Once I get a better job, I need help. No.
That's fucked up.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Joe, I'm still see you at the Christmas party, Joe.
No Christmas party invitation, no birthday cake, nothing.
Don't tell him. No, go ahead. What you think?
No, I think, yeah, definitely. I think the people who aren't like that are very rare and very special. But yeah, everybody, even family members, they don't, if once they get their own, they gonna dip. You know what I'm saying? They do what they want to do, and that's what it is.
If you are lucky to find one ride or die, you're blessed.
Are you talking about in regards to in regards to marriage, or just in regards to just a person just being there?
If his marriage is that much better, but at all, your brothers are going to get caught in their lives and their kids and their wives, and your sisters are going to get caught in their husbands and their kids, and your kids are going to get caught in their lives. Your parents are going to be glad you're gone, and they're going to be trying to get in what they can get in before they go to the upper room. You better understand how fortunate you are if you find somebody that wants to ride it out with you. Most people by nature, your friends. I got friends that 30 years. We exchange pleasantries, and if they need me, I try to be there to the extent to which I can be, but in most cases, when you really need somebody, if you're really fortunate, you got one ride or die. Your problem is my problem. So there's a saying that I heard. I may not be able to name 6 pallbearers, but I got one person that's going to carry it till their legs give out. So that's why you got to be careful who you are and really, really put a lot into who you spend time with. And when you're picking your mate, it's got to be more than what they look like. Because if you pick them right, all that's going to fade. If you do a good job, You know, if you do what's supposed to happen, if you really take that time to meet somebody that y'all meet heart to heart, and neither one of y'all gonna look good no more. if it works out right. So you might find one that don't apply to. But everybody's, oh, my kids. Nope. Not your kids, not your parents, not your siblings.
You don't think your mom would count for a lot of people?
No. You mean mom?
In your experience, Joe,
I feel,
who would be your ride or die? Right about now. You might have a couple.
I mean, there's a few.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they want me to say any names and stuff on camera and stuff.
Okay.
But,
Respect.
You got a few is three. You got three people that no matter what, something happens, they're there. Physically there.
well, that's depending on if you can get there. That's a whole different subject. You have to fly in or whatever. Like sometimes you ain't gonna just be there today. But if I can book the next flight, yeah, I have people like that.
If you get 3 next flight people, you're extremely fortunate. I know a lot of times I thought that until I had. A lot of times people say what you think what somebody would do, and people will say what they think they're going to do. But when it really happens, ain't not that. And you're like, wow, I would have thought.
But are they not there because they don't want to be there, or because they can't get there? They don't have the means or whatever, the ability to do whatever to get there.
That means whatever they were doing was more important than
I'm
you.
not saying what they're doing. Like if I have to travel across country or do something like that, do I have the means to get to you?
Okay. In the time you've known me, have I had family emergencies across the country?
Yes.
Do I not immediately disappear as soon as it happens?
Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
But
in my life.
I'm just saying, not everybody can do what you do. Like that's
Again,
not everybody can just grab that plane ticket. They don't. It's like, oh man, I ain't got the money for that, and then I gotta figure out how to get it. And,
okay, all right.
you know, I gotta borrow from this person.
Okay,
Get it in,
then I
and
walk.
go.
Then I drive. Then I FaceTime.
I'm not saying
Then
they
that's-
can't.
well,
They
no,
ain't
no,
nothing
this-
to
but
do.
this-
I'm just saying, are there limitations? Are we?
I think those
Are these
I think
people
those are-
truly? They
I
did not
think
want to
those
be
are
there.
excuses. I think most people, love you to their comfort.
Break that down for me.
I got a nice cup of hot cocoa with the whipped cream on top. And you go, oh, let me have some. I'll scoop you a little cream, but I ain't gonna pour you no cocoa. I give you what I can afford, but the cocoa is mine. I give you what's easy to give you.
It's the difference of giving with it till it hurts. That's sharing. And giving what I can. That's different. Most people do not value other people beyond their utility to them, which is your statement. What it is. I remember when my brother died. My uncle had come to the house, to my parents' house, And he looked up and he saw Tamika and he said, "Oh, I'm surprised to see you." And then he turned to me and said, "Oh, I'm not surprised to see you. I live on average 1,500 miles away from my family, wherever I've lived. But everybody knows something go wrong, Uncle Donnie's coming. And Uncle Donnie's gonna be in town until it's good. And once it's good, he gone. I come, I fix it, I go." So I try to be what the world has not been to me, as opposed to give the world back what it's given me. But when you find that special person that you have a unique bond with, where their problems are your problems. Your daddy died, my daddy died. Okay, we got to go to Ohio. We don't know where we are in Ohio. We got to figure this whole thing out. But it's not, oh, dang. Let me know what happened. Most people say, "Oh, is there anything I can do for you?"
And praying you don't say, yeah.
Or the best,
I know y'all done heard this. I'm going to pray for you. You in my prayers. Okay. Whatever happened, if you're a praying person and we cool, you're supposed to be praying for me all the time, right? Right? That's the point of praying. I'm keeping you in my prayers. I want, Lord, help all the pygmies in Africa, and all, whatever. Right? So you are covering your people in prayer constantly if you're a praying person. Because my question then would be, why wasn't you praying for me before this happened?
Man, I forgot.
It was
I
today.
had a list and I was going
Yeah,
down the list.
yeah. You at the bottom.
I got this.
Mine should be at the top. My last name is B.
I got to the A's and I fell asleep.
that's all I'm saying. But it's really, I don't even know what point I was making no more. But yes,
Is that okay
Yes.
for people to be that way?
yes,
Okay.
because people are what they are, and the worst thing, you spend your whole life fighting to be yourself. Everybody's trying to tell you who you should be, how you shouldn't be. Don't say that. Don't look like that. Why you always got to be that way? I am me. And that's something that is hard in marriage. You get somebody, and this could be your soulmate. They going to tell you all your faults for eternity. You're like, look, I'm me. If I change everything about me that you want me to change, I'm no longer me. At what point do you like me? I've grown rather fond of me. So there's some things that you can do to better yourself. If you need to exercise, you need to take care of your diabetes, you need to eat right, especially as you're getting older. Yeah, I'm not saying don't listen to people, but when people are just saying, when there's things that are just inherently you, then, you have to be judged on that, and you accept people or reject people upon who they are, as opposed to try to make them who you feel they should be. So, if I have a friend, sibling, parent, I'm going to live off the good parts of you. Why am I going to tell you you need to be somewhere else, or who you are is not right?
So why do you think people oftentimes gravitate towards that bad part?
What do you mean?
Opposed to, you say, I'm going to live off the good parts of you. Why do you feel as though people gravitate towards that bad part?
Self-preservation. The reason why we watch out for what can hurt us, because what can hurt us is dangerous. The caveman comes out to go get berries. he's not worried about the trees and the flowers and the beautiful rolling hills. He's worried about that raptor. He's worried about the poison ivy. He's worried about so we are naturally wired to watch out for things that can hurt us. So, just like in Maslow's hierarchy of needs, once your basic needs are covered, you begin to look at more, I hate to use this word wrong, but existential is in my mind. Needs that are less or more sophisticated and less basic. So now I'm looking at how you talk to me may make me feel uncomfortable. Now you paid the rent and you bought the food and you cut the grass and you keep us safe. Okay, we done moved up a level. Now I'm worried about things that can not physically hurt me, but hurt my feelings. But we're still having that same self-preservation response. So we look out for things that can be harmful to us and we protect ourselves against it. And it's like I said, it's not personal, it's human nature. It's just up to us to know ourselves, as I think it was William Shakespeare that said, to thy own self be true. You say, well, no. We didn't, now we just talking about who I am. Who I am is who I am, and I want you to appreciate me for who I am. Now, if I have a bad temper, okay, that's counterproductive. Let me work on that. But you think that you don't like the fact that I like big houses. No, I like, well, you collect stuff. I didn't have stuff at one point in my life, and these things remind me of how far I've come that I can have it. I don't care if it's a toy. One time, that was the biggest pipe dream in my mind. Now I got 3 of them. Well, why you got so many cars? So one thing I did with my kids when my kids were growing up, they had so many shoes because I didn't have shoes when I grew up. When we got a new pair of shoes, our shoes had to be thrown away at the shoe store. That was how bad it was, So we all will have these things, but no, you want to accept people for who they are, because then they don't let you down. You accept people for who you are because who they are because you might learn something. If everybody was the same, what would we actually learn and experience? And so
So maybe there ain't pee in the pool, Rihanna.
That's what I'm saying. It's probably not.
It's pee in the pool, Joe. You know that you be in the same pool I be in.
There's chlorine in the pool too.
Shit, where? Where, Joe? You tell me what nobody to be swimming in.
Well, sometimes they say, there's a person walking through neck deep water for a long part of their journey, and it was a very religious man. And he asked God, why did he make his journey so hard? Why did I have to walk through water that deep to get to this place? So I put you in that water because your enemies can't swim. So perhaps you being protected from the riffraff to help you find and overly appreciate the right person when they come.
I can definitely understand that. But that's also why I had to take a step back, because I know me well enough to know, hey, if I continue to experience negative, I may shut down completely. Therefore, when the right person shows up, I'm not even able to open up for you because I'm tainted by my experiences. Opposed to me taking a step back, saying, hey, look, let me just focus on this area. This area is working. Let me just focus on this.
You won't do whatever you do. You have to understand that you were perfectly designed to be you, and you are going to make the right decision for you just about every time. Even when you make the wrong decision, it's the right decision for you because it was something in that you needed to learn, and you are going to develop that the way you need to do it.
What were you learning?
I think I'm in remedial life class.
What?
I'm not lying. I said this
What is
before.
remedial life?
Is that 3 credits or 4 credits?
No, you ain't lying.
You gotta laugh at that.
How much is the book? What is remedial
Remedial,
life?
and this is my definition. Remedial
Books are written in
life.
crown.
You got the lines on the paper and the dotted line in the middle.
Go ahead, remedial life class.
Remedial life class is like when you basically you keep getting the same test, right? But apparently you're not doing well at the test. You failing. So instead of you moving forward based on experiences, you either stagnant or, to me, at least in my experience, to me, I feel like I'm moving backwards. So it's like instead of me going out and moving off of emotions and this, that, and the third, I feel like sometimes it's just okay for me to stop, pause, and figure out what have I missed. Because I feel like, okay, I've missed a couple things. That's why I got to remedial level.
Well, that's one way of looking at it, or you can look at it as, I've done so well in these other areas. I'm not perfect. It's going to be one area that's going to lag behind. You're not doing poorly as far as your vocation. You're not doing poorly as far as your income. You're not doing poorly as far as owning property, having your own home, your own security, your own independence, maturity, making a plan, executing a plan. You're kicking butt in all of those areas. Okay, well, this is the question that needs to be asked. If somebody said, okay, how about we just flip it? All of the good stuff you got, you lose, but you get somebody good. Nah, I want to keep all the good stuff I got. I'll wait on the person. See what I'm saying?
Would I flip it?
If you're going to meet somebody, it's not that you don't get nobody. You just
like I'm doing bad in all the areas that I'm doing good in.
yes. That means that everything flips.
At least below average.
Yes.
You at least
I'm
below average.
I'm back in remedial life
Yeah,
class.
back in remedial.
That's remedial life class. That's the problem. TD Jake said this. I didn't say this, but it was one time. Me and Mika was going at it, and I was really, really ready to. I was ready to pack it in. We were living in. No, we wasn't living in Florida because she didn't live in Florida with me. I don't know where we were living, but it was not here. This was like a long time ago, and she was on her way home, and we was about to have a sit down. Hey, this is not working. This is not working. You need to go ahead, go your way, I go mine. And she was on her way home, and I never listened to TD Jakes. Never been a TD Jakes fan. But for whatever reason, it came on the TV, and I didn't get up and cut it off. And he was saying, the perfect person for you is only 80% of what you want, at best. That's the perfect person. This is if you didn't find a great person, you found the person. This is two different things. That person at best is going to be 80% what you want. The problem is we will get so focused on the 20% that we don't have that we will leave our 80% to go run with somebody that's only 20% because we've convinced ourselves that the 20 is more important than the 80. I offer that to you in your situation. You have all of these things that you have been blessed to do and do well. But your focus is on the 10% or 5% or 20% or whatever percentile that you feel is absent. You're so focused on that not manifesting, and we don't know why it's not manifesting, that you are losing sight of the value of the 90 or 80 that you have over here. So the way that you kind of put yourself in balance is to say, would I trade this or that? And is that an intelligent trade? And if not, if not, then you live in your situation. You say, well, this apparently is coming. I'm going to keep doing this. But that's a way to kind of keep you in line, because I remember, and my conversation totally changed by the time Nika got home, because in fact, we ended up talking about that as opposed to, hey, we need to go our separate ways, because she is definitely at least 80. So what is it that we can't get over that's in this 20 or 10? That doesn't make sense. I'm going to go try to find another 80. It took 33 years to find that one. So that's what I'm saying.
I think sometimes a lot of people show you that 20% first, though. So you don't even know what the 80 is. You just like, ugh. And then you just bounce, and then you like, you may find out later, like, oh, okay, they might have been a good person or whatever later, you know.
So what would that 20% be in your opinion?
I mean, that's gonna be somewhere. I don't know if I got a 20%. Mine's like a 50. I'm like 50. I got a lot of things I don't be like. I think it's more of an attitude of like your attitude towards life. Like how do you view life? Do you just let it happen, or do you like try to change it? Do you it's pretty much that for me. Personality. Sometimes if your interests aren't interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I said, I feel like I got a long list. So
you got a long list of things you don't like about people?
I got a long list of reasons why I eliminate people. I don't know
Do you have as long of a list of what you are doing and have done to attract people?
What do you mean?
The time that we are preparing for that person to come, we can either be using that time creating a list to repel them or preparing a space for them.
I would think I'd do that.
I don't know. I'm just asking.
I think so.
If I'm using my time, if I'm using my energy, because everything is energy and everything is vibrating at a particular frequency, you're going to attract people that vibrate at your frequency. So if you're married to somebody and you think they a horrible person, you would that's what you attracted. Yeah. But sometimes we're not getting the person we want because we're not ready for that person. So when I'm not getting that person, I need to look, okay, there's some more leveling up I need to do. Because my vibration should be pulling that person toward me. So there's something else I got to do. There's something else I got to do. There's plenty of work I can be doing here before I start looking out there. So that's the big thing. Some of us are not ready for who we want. And if who we want comes right now, you got to be able to say, Am I where I need to be to get them?
So my question to you would be, how do people prepare?
It depends on what you want. Let's say if I want chicks with a lot of tattoos.
Gang, gang, yeah.
Shit. She ain't got none.
Just real talk. If you want to attract wealthy men, befriend wealthy men and find out what wealthy men like. If I want supermodel looking women, find out what supermodel women want and go get that.
I think they want the dudes with the money. They want the men with the money. So
you know what to do. Don't sit there and complain about how she wrong for what she want. I want you. You want this. I got it.
Okay.
All right, that's how you prepare yourself.
Okay.
That's how you prepare yourself. Now, when I met Mika, I didn't date women with kids.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, nah. No, never did. Didn't like it. And when I met her, I was like, wow, why was she brought here at this time? When I decided, okay, you're going to be the one, I had to find out what she needed. And what was first and foremost in her mind was somebody who really loved Tracy and Ariana. And I had to find out, was I that dude? Could I do that? Did I have the aptitude for it? Did I have the talent for it? Did I have the desire for it? And I was able to be what she wanted. So that's what you do. You find out what kind of person you want and what those kind of people want, and you check each box. Now, what you're going to have to find out is what I want good for me or good to me. Because everything ain't good, everything that's good to you ain't good for you.
Got any thoughts on that, Joe?
Nah, I made decisions like that because I know it's like, yo, I had this girl and that girl. And it's like, if I went with her, we'd be wilding out. It's like, this one's gonna keep me a little bit more focused. Let's go with that one.
Okay. So, what do y'all think about the statement, people like me don't have people, we are the people that people have?
Huh? What you saying?
People like me
Like you.
don't have people. We are the people that people have.
Hmm?
Yeah.
What are y'all thoughts on that?
Yeah.
Elaborate, go into some detail. He said, yeah.
I agree, because I concur. Not people like me, but I feel like that's kind of like a self, what's it like, self-righteous kind of mentality, because everybody feels that way about themselves. At least I would think most people feel that way about themselves. Like, man, they're lucky to have me around. And I don't think people think that way about everybody. You know, certain people, yes, but not everybody.
I don't know. I'm that dude that certain people can say, I need you to go with me. I need you not to ask no questions. And we will never talk about what happens. And there are a few people that I'm like, you driving with me. We ain't gonna bring it back up in life.
So you
And
done,
that means whatever it is.
so you done buried a couple bodies.
I was like, don't incriminate yourself.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So,
I plead the fifth.
but do I say that I have that person other than Tamika? No.
That's what I said. I feel like most people gonna think like Darnell lucky he know me, and Darnell gonna be thinking, nah, I'm lucky I know her.
Yeah, but that's okay. That it's one thing if you have a unrealistic inflation of who you are. If you're not that person, you're not that person. If you know you that person, you're not that person with that many people. It's not. It's a very few people that can have that conversation with me. But you can have that conversation with me. I can call him by name.
Don't do that.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But no, most people by and large, they're not. It's just you can't. I don't have that, and I am that type of person that I'm gonna look out for you. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. But you know, everybody's different. That is, again, that doesn't make you a bad person. And most people that say that, they ain't that person. Yeah, it's three yous in the world.
Elaborate, please.
It's how you see yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's how others see you, and who you really are.
So why do you think? I guess you get to that reality of three different yous. Because for instance, I'll give y'all an example. Myself and two other friends, we were doing a therapy assignment together, right? Because where we work with therapists. They did it in a group, so we brought it to our friend group. Like, yo, I just kind of want to see how y'all view me, and we had this paper full of words, and we had to rate how I see you. Like, let's say it's y'all, how I see Joel, how I see Dr. Bolton, and how I view myself. And by the end of it, it was crazy that all three of us saw each other and ourselves damn near completely different. We did have a couple similarities with certain words. I think we had to pick like maybe in between 3 to 5 words for each person. And then we described why we picked that word. But it was completely different because it's like, damn, this is what I'm clearly putting out for you to see me this way, but this is how I view myself. And it was almost 3 different people. So I was like, damn, that was crazy. But to go back to your point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, which one do you put the most value in?
The one I see.
Why do you put that? Why do you put all the value in that?
Because that's the shit. Why not? It's the one I see. I'm not going to let you.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, that's not to say that that's the wrong answer.
Okay.
Have you ever had somebody pull your coat on something about you that you didn't notice about yourself?
Yeah, many times.
Then you cannot always rely on what you see, right? Sometimes what other people see is more important than what you see. Fair.
I ain't gonna say it's more important. I would say it's helpful. I'm not gonna say it's more important because I never want to view myself in a perspective of Joe or in a perspective of Dr. Bolton. It's gonna always be in my perspective. But if you have something to add, like, hey, Rian, you shut down sometimes. Well, fuck, I do that, so I gotta call it. That is what it is.
Okay. There may be situations of things that you're unaware of that you need. Let's say you part of your job deals with you going to court.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say you want to elevate in your job.
Mm-hmm.
But when you go to court, you're late. Now, the culture that you come from, punctuality is not the same priority in this culture or country as it is in the United States. You're still a good person. You're probably qualified for what you want. But you're not aware that what you're doing is stopping you from getting this, and someone else has to tell you, hey, this is how it goes. This is what you're doing. You probably want to move differently. In that particular case, or just like you may go to somebody because you've been trying to do something, you cannot get the outcome you want, and you go, what am I doing wrong? How they see you and how they see the situation in that particular situation is above what you think. So that's why those three U's not only exist, but they're equal. Sometimes you need each one. You got to have that person you can call, our mother, our brother, maybe a really, really old friend, and go, what am I doing wrong? Well, tell me what happened. Blah, 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 blah. Because they know you. So those three exist. In anyone at any given time can be the dominant role that you need to pay attention to. The older you get, the more important how people see you becomes. As long as the younger you, I don't care what nobody think of me. But once you about to go to the upper room, that's all you got. That's how I'm going to live on.
The way I saw it was the biggest things or the best things you want usually have to deal with someone else perceiving you, like a job or a marriage or friendship, anything like that. It usually has to deal with how they see you. Like usually the biggest, best things, it's not how you see yourself to get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the most important things, ultimately, is it would have been nice being at the graduation, but it was really nice that y'all were there. It was a totally different experience that y'all was there. It was a totally different experience that my parents were there. That my son was there with his little suit on, wide-eyed, going, man, this dude keep leveling up. I can't go past him. My wife calling me talking about, don't let nobody hug you before I get to you. I'm like, you know my mama here, right? You put me in a bad situation. But that's what I'm saying. Do you know what that means? You all being there completely changed the dynamic of the accomplishment. How people see you can elevate your life and your experience. Now I didn't go through like, I don't care what they say. They just do whatever. And I would have had a graduation with Tamika and Tracy there. True enough. But for my brother and his kids and my in-laws and my parents and my friends. So I can't live in, this is what I think, this is what you get, this is who I am, and I don't care. We do that as we're younger, but, when we go on, I know some stories of Darnell is going to come up, as Rian moves forward and Joel moves. So, yeah, it becomes like, whoa. I done my talking for, if I'm blessed to see midnight, 53 years. But once that's over, other people are going to resonate your memory. What fingerprint or footprint did you leave on humanity? That story will be told by others. So there's a lot of value in what maybe not why you here. Just saying.
I don't know if it's more important. Like I said, it'll be mutually beneficial.
I said as you get older, it becomes more important. Now it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean it's more important than any of the other two because they're always the three are always equal.
But wouldn't that be healthy if you really view yourself through somebody else's eyes? Like, is that really healthy?
Yeah, well, yes, because you get it. The first thing you're doing is fighting
With yourself, am I enough? Am I right? Do they see through me? Do they know I can't read? Do they know I'm really dumb? Do they know that I'm ugly? Well, why don't you know? No, I'm serious.
Okay,
We know you ugly.
Well,
Do they know you're ugly?
No.
Yeah.
You know what? No, you know what? A lot of people think that they are and they're not.
Oh yeah, people are way harder than they think they are.
Exactly. So you don't know. You really don't know. You know, you're your worst critic. You know, you see everything that's wrong with you. When you're a teenager, you constantly in the mirror. Oh, I got a bump. I got this. My nose to this.
The worst is when like you trying to work out, you trying to get in shape, and you feel a certain way about yourself every day, and then about 5 years later, you looking at a video of yourself and you like, "Damn, I wish I looked like that."
Yeah.
I wish I still looked like that.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. It's so many roles that you play just in your psyche. You're
An individual, then you're part of a family, then you're part of a team, then you're part of a race, then you're part of a nation. You have so many roles that you're switching, but then you're part of a gender, then you're part of a political group, then you're part of a fraternity, then you have so many identities and hats that you're changing. Before you even get out of your head. Then you gotta worry about how other people see me. Because I'm applying for jobs. I don't need to apply for jobs. I own the business. Customer's the boss. I have to appeal to you for you to understand that my product is superior and it's something that you need. There's a reason why people are here. There is some reason that we have to interact. You know, no man is an island.
If you didn't care what people think, you'd be wearing new shoes every day.
Nah, I don't like to
You
wear
be
my
wearing-
good stuff.
You be wearing old, beat up shoes every day.
That's because I don't care what you think. Shoot. I don't care to rock my good stuff unless I'm going out. So the stuff that y'all see
Well,
is stuff is not
shoes
brand new.
every day,
They not. It's,
fresh out the box.
Joe, you capping. He's lying, everybody. He's lying. All right, so I got another one.
mm-hmm.
Men are as loyal as their options, or people are as loyal as their options.
I feel like selfish people are, or greedy people are. But you get a certain point in time where I would think you would be happy with what you have and you satisfied. I feel like there's a comfort in familiarity, and people don't like to give that up, for the unknown. So, I mean, I think a lot of times it looks like we have options, but those options aren't really good options or options at all.
People are as loyal as their options. That's what you said?
People, yeah, scratch it out. Go with that.
Now, I've always heard that men are as loyal as their options. I think to an extent that's true, especially with the masculinity issue that we have going on in the black community, where so many of our women have been forced to take a masculine role, either due to the absence of men or due to the wealth disparity people feel that they have options. And sometimes just because you have options doesn't mean that you have good options. And things can appear to be good that it would sound good if I could drop Tamika and go get some young Philly fresh out the box. Number one, I have no history with her. Number two, does she bring out the best in me? We talking about what she look like. We're not talking about what she does for me. She can't go half on the Escalade.
How you know? Maybe she got
Maybe
OnlyFans.
she got OnlyFans.
Again, then that ain't my feeling. You know what I mean? So you begin to, yes, there are things you can do, but is that the best option? You know, what's the question again?
People or men are as loyal as their options.
Man, yeah, you can have poor options. I can take the option of this 20%. You know, my wife doesn't like to go to the movies, but my wife cooks, cleans, raises the kids, supports me, makes me a better me, but I want to go to the movies. And she will go to the movies. She ain't gonna cook, she ain't gonna clean, she ain't gonna do nothing with my kids. She does not bring out the best in me. But I just want to go to the movies so bad. Is that really smart? Do I have that option though? Now, thing is,
That's
people
what
make dumb
That's a
decisions.
side piece, Darnell. That's when we get to the side piece.
Okay.
You got your 80%. She got the 20% you need on the side.
Yeah. And
You ain't cooking no more Christmas parties, Joe.
and in trying to, because you know what? A lot of times we're not given what we want because we can't have it.
I call it giving chocolate to a dog. Because they see you eating, they're like, I want some. You like, bro, like, you be crapping all over the place if I give you this.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah. So I want to get this 100, so I'm gonna do both. And what generally ends up happening? I either mess up everything or I lose everything. Because what have I done in trying to get me that 100? I put myself before everybody else. Which means what? Nobody can trust me. My kids can't trust me. My wife can't trust me. Whoever I'm messing with can't trust me. Because what I've shown you is me above everybody else. That does not make a good husband. That does not make a good parent. That does not make a good dating partner. So when you do something of low moral turpitude for no reason, gotcha. That says a lot. I had a buddy of mine, he not necessarily doing the right thing in his marriage, but he has fooled himself that it's not having an effect on his kids, and his kids are grown. Okay. You know, you have to understand who you are and how important you are. And how many things touch you.
I don't think people realize how important they are and their
No.
impact around
No.
others in their environment. And
No.
I don't think people really.
No, they don't. They don't. You are a universe, literally. It is the inch of your lower intestine that has more microorganisms in it than people who have ever been alive. I'm saying it again. A centimeter of your lower intestine never sees daylight. It just breaks down your food and pushes it out. Has more microorganisms in it than people who have ever been born. That's 1 centimeter. That means you are legitimately a universe within a universe. The microorganisms, the cells that are within that centimeter in your intestine can be feet long. Never sees the you. You're the God of the universe that functions inside. Just like we got planets and stuff, you got organs. You get stuff that exists in your feet that never make it up to your brain. And you get things that move around just like in space.
So do you think we are tiny ants or microorganisms on a giant living creature somewhere else?
Yes. No. We are part, just like your cells are a living thing inside this huge thing, as are we. We are the universe. Right now, it's not me talking to you. This is how our brain records this. But this is the universe talking to itself, just like when your cells work together. When you get sick, your white blood cells work together. That's all we're doing. You have the same thing. And guess what? The universe ain't thinking about us. Just like you're not thinking about, I got to cut, heal that cut. You don't think about that. This stuff is, now they may think you're God and that you know each and every cell in your body and you love them all equally, and one day you're going to take all the cells to the great place of where cells go. But you don't think about your cells. They're just there doing what they're supposed to do. Just like we're inside of another organism that grows, that produces, that functions. And it may be inside of something. But that's getting way.
That's getting pretty deep.
But it's true. All of it is 100% true. Just like we're atoms. Everything is made of atoms. So that means the only difference is how fast atoms are moving. So atoms that slow down to the same frequency make something appear solid and thereby separate. This table. No, it's a bunch of atoms that are moving, but they're moving at a different frequency than me. So they look like they're two different things. But we know my skin is just atoms, my bone is just atoms, my blood is just atoms, your hair is just atoms. There is no difference between you and I. Literally. We're one giant blanket of atoms. There's no chair, there's no light, it's just one big thing of atoms. Now, what does that mean? When I mistreat you, I'm actually mistreating me.
So every time you pick on me, you really picking on you? Like when you jumped in the back of my truck the other day, and I know you saw it, you was really jumping in the back of your truck.
But I'm just saying, that's a reason to be the best version of yourself, and that's another reason to care how other people see you. Because at the end of the day,
it freeze.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, there are no other people. That's my point.
How they see you is probably how you would see you if you were sitting outside of you.
You want to get deeper? It is how you see you outside of you because that is you outside of you.
Now, how do you know that?
Because scientifically, we're all the same thing. We're all energy. We know that. That's a fact. It is. Everything has a molecular structure. Everything. I know it sounds crazy, but you also know basic science, and you're like, that's right. It doesn't compute, but that's right.
No, that's not what I was thinking at all. But as far as the multiple people seeing you, how would you be able to judge a right or wrong in a situation? If I'm only supposed to, I guess, care about how somebody else
Does it
sees
have to be a right or wrong?
One, nobody said only. Number two, why does it have to be a right or wrong? Sometimes it just is what it is. If I say, I see this, and I may see that. How many times have I told you two things can be true at the same time?
You told me that, but
And so you make the choice of which one you gonna rock with.
But if you see something, and I'm like, all right, cool. Like I'm not mad at that you see
Right.
that.
Right.
But shit.
The question
I
is,
don't
do you
really
see
care.
the complete opposite, or do you see other stuff and be like, okay, it could be that, and I got this.
I think when I'm interested to know, don't get me wrong, especially if it comes from certain people. Especially if it comes from certain people. Like
Right.
if it's like family or friends, I really want to know. I really care about your opinions more in comparison to if it's just a random person. Like I don't really know if I care that much.
I mean, a random person's opinion ain't gonna matter, but the people who you make a first impression on, you can figure out what you make a first impression.
We've already established I'm not great at making first impressions.
That's not true.
That's
not true. I done seen you yap it up with some guests that every time they come in here, you asking them where they going, where they from. You come out with a new friend. You have more friends than I do here.
Trey, what's going on, man?
Hey, you guys, alright.
I only got 2 more questions, Trey.
I was recording. Yeah.
Okay.
What do we talk about?
So the next question is, unloved people are generally unloving. What's your thoughts on that?
Say it again.
Unloved people are generally unloving.
I don't really know.
I wouldn't say they're unloving. They just show it in a different way.
Okay.
I'm not really sure that. I mean, no, I don't know that from experience, obviously, but I don't really get that's just because you're unloving means you can't. Just because you haven't been loved doesn't mean you're unloving. It's like, I don't know, saying that people saying that you can't love yourself. Sorry, you can't love anyone else if you can't love yourself first. I'm like, some people need to sort of learn how to love themselves by having other people, loving other people for what they do.
I think the issue
Like, I
is
don't really think it's
you've
not-
never been shown how. You don't know how.
Yeah.
So the bond exists within, you just can't emote it.
Mhm.
That's what the issue is. It's not that they don't care,
Yeah.
or that they don't have the ability to love. If I haven't been given the tools, I haven't been shown how to do it, I'm not a loving person because I haven't been equipped with those skills.
Right.
So I don't think it's a matter of, oh, well, nobody loved me, so I'm not gonna love anybody. No, I don't know how to express that. I don't know how to hug. I don't know how to kiss. I don't know how to have those daddy-daughter conversations or mother-son conversations.
Yeah, in a way I would expect most people to
Right.
have those
I never seen it.
conversations.
I never heard it. I wasn't a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know no friends that had it because we ain't talk about it. So I think a lot of times people look at it as a purposeful type thing.
Yeah, that's the thing too. And I was gonna ask, like, how much should we judge someone who hasn't been loved in the way we expect people to love, and be unloving as they may be. Like, how much should we judge them for?
I don't think you should judge people at all.
I mean, I think so too. I agree, but
I think it is what it is.
I'm saying that there are people out there.
Live
That,
off the good parts of
there
it.
are people out there that will judge people no matter what. So I'm asking, like,
Well, I think sometimes it comes off as like strange to them. If you're, a loving person and you like to hug and kiss or whatever, and they're not used to that, they're gonna be like, "What are you doing?" Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I know.
Right.
And I totally understand. Because they never experienced that before. But also, a lot of people will say, like, you're rejecting my hugs and kisses. What's wrong with you? And I'm like, that needs
Very
to be.
true.
that
They
needs
can
to
be
checked.
offended as well.
Yeah,
But that's
people
part
get
of.
offended, and I think people need to recognize that not everyone lives the same life. So everyone will have different reactions to your love and affection. And you can't just be upset because they're not reacting the way you want to. You have to sort of see them. You have to sort of meet them on their level sometimes. Maybe
Should you try to be a more loving person?
In regards to just generally this question,
If you are unloved,
Mhm.
do you have a responsibility to society to learn how to become loving?
at a certain age, I think we can't chalk it up to things that previously happened. So yeah, I think it becomes your responsibility to figure out your issues and then try to turn them around. Other people's experiences are different.
We're just talking about love.
always find a way to love.
Yeah.
Do I have to? Do I got to turn it around?
I mean, you don't have to. It would
I
be.
mean, it certainly wouldn't
It
hurt.
would be nice.
It certainly
to
wouldn't
turn
hurt.
it around.
it'd be.
Is there anything to turn around?
It depends.
You're
If
gonna
you
be
don't.
very successful.
Yeah.
It depends. If you don't see anything wrong with it, then you probably wouldn't turn it around.
You like,
But if it becomes issues in other areas, then yeah, I think you will.
I mean, people got stuff they need to turn around. They still ain't turned around. They still going down that. They still hitting the same speed bump.
Joe,
You're like, man, you should have turned that around about 30, 40 years ago.
Joe,
Like, nah,
I
I'm
mean,
good.
what's wrong with all I have to say is that what's wrong with being a loving person? I mean, it certainly wouldn't hurt to try. To try to be loving. I mean, or you can just no one has to love exactly the same way. There are different ways.
You gotta learn their love language.
Learn love language in the way that you can. I think love language is a very diverse thing, and there's a lot of variety. So not everyone has to do it the exact same way.
That's what I said.
Not everyone. That's right. Always.
That's what I said.
Love language, the podcast,
Do you believe in the love language stuff?
the love language stuff.
Sure.
Tracy,
I don't.
what's your love language?
Oh.
Let's see. I like to, hugs, sometimes kisses, not because I'm the mouth. I don't really.
So, physical touch.
Yeah, a lot of physical touch.
Where my cat?
And yeah,
Not here.
physical
Not here,
touch
that's
and
fine.
gift giving. That's it.
You like hugs and kisses?
Sometimes.
From the right person.
Yeah,
It gotta be from the right person.
You probably be being real extra.
Yeah, you probably squeeze a little
I'm
definitely-
asking him. It's a
Nope.
grown man.
All right, come on,
Check
Tracy.
Don't
here.
do anything.
You enjoy hugs and kisses?
Sometimes.
From
When
who?
it's not too well.
Women.
Who
Questions
from?
that you two, my parents, goodness, is that?
Okay, I got that. I got that. Who else?
That's it.
Exactly. You know why I'm saying that?
Look,
Tracy, one of them.
it's a case.
across the room.
All right, look, I'm a complicated person. Okay, like
No.
This case like
But
that.
that's
Right.
no. That's what my point is. You're not a complicated person. You're Tracy, and that's cool.
Say it again.
Now, you know who he was really affectionate with?
Grandma.
Grandma.
Yeah, grandma.
Oh my God.
But grandma was a special little child, you know.
So wait, you don't think that's his love language then?
That is my love language.
Those are the people he loves.
Yeah, I think that comes with
The people across the room. People across the room.
Yeah, it seems as though the people we trust. Because I told you from about the 5th time I met you, I was like, Tracy he didn't got comfortable with us. He's singing,
Yeah, I know.
chilling. I was like, that wasn't the first Tracy I met.
I know.
Opposed to like when you said he loves hugging you, your wife, and grandmama.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are his trusted circle.
Mm-hmm.
Of course he's gonna be like that with y'all. Y'all are the most trusted people.
Yeah, I'm a guarded person in the beginning.
I'm
When
just
I first
saying.
meet people I don't know. And after a while, then when you get to know me, then maybe I'll be affectionate to you, maybe I won't.
You gotta understand, he's
But-
my family.
Mhm.
I see him go do other family stuff, and he is
They
don't rock with them.
ain't
You don't
you,
rock
bro.
with
That's
them.
the difference.
Okay, but that's not your love
They
language.
different.
That's your mom and daddy
That's
language.
different. That's your people you love. Most.
That's the type of puppy love. They're used to it.
So, what is your broad love language?
I don't know what my broad love language is. I'm still trying to figure that out.
So there's 5, Tracy. There's physical touch, acts of service, quality time, words of affirmation,
Probably words of
Yes.
affirmation.
and giving gifts.
Gifts giving and words of affirmation is probably the main 2 that I gravitate to the
You
most.
like receiving gifts?
Yeah, I mean I like giving gifts and receiving gifts.
So, is love language what you do or what you want done?
No, it's what you do.
It's how you.
There's a bit
It's
of
how
both.
you
How you receive love.
communicate love.
I thought
So
it
if
was how you
some-
received it.
It's both. It's how
Okay.
you communicate love. If someone's giving me a gift, I'm like, oh man, they love me, and if
Mhm.
I'm doing that, then I love them. I'm gonna do the same thing. It's
Mm.
you're gonna communicate in the way that you understand.
Mm.
Yeah, for me it's gift giving and words affirmation. That's the one.
I could see gift giver.
Not words affirmation. Are you kidding me? Nothing.
Words affirmation?
No. I don't know. I've been doing that recently.
I'm not. Again, like I said, it's 3 realities. We're talking about that.
Oh.
How you see yourself,
Uh-huh.
how people see you,
Mm-hmm.
and who you are. I could be wrong. That's why I'm asking. So, I see you definitely as a gift giver.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely see you as a hugger and a kisser, but I understand that is reserved for a very few people.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Whereas the difference between you and my daddy,
Uh-huh.
daddy hug and kiss everybody.
Yeah.
You hug and kiss 2 people walking on earth. You know what I mean? Even with his grandma, you be like, yeah. You know. So I'm just saying
No,
it's cool. It's cool to actually
it's
examine
a process.
like how people see you and how you see them.
Yeah.
You know, because how I see me
Yeah.
is not how he sees me.
You know what? I'm gonna bring the assignment up here. I gotta find it, but once I find it, I'm gonna actually bring it up here so we can do the assignment together.
What?
Probably when Mr. G comes because he's already therapeutic. So that's gonna be a great episode. So
What assignment?
So I was telling him earlier that myself and 2 other friends we did like a therapy assignment, right? So it was
Uh-huh.
like this paper full of words,
Mm.
and each of us had to describe ourselves, like how we see ourselves. And let's say, for instance, it was Joe, how I see Joe, and how I see Dr. Bolton, right? And then once we exchanged the papers, you kind of saw how everybody saw you completely different than what you saw yourself.
I see.
So it was an interesting assignment, very interesting.
Oh, yeah. I guess I wouldn't mind doing that, but yeah, sure.
Make up the words, or you just
No, it was really an assignment.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it
you
came
actually,
from a
actually have to.
they give you the words, or you make up your own.
no. It came. It's a sheet. It comes with the words.
Oh,
It comes
comes with
from an
the
actual
words.
therapist. Like he did it in a group, and then we just took the assignment to do amongst each other.
Okay, because I can't imagine having other people.
This is about the most ghettoest episode.
Hey, we know what his love language is. Tell him.
What's up?
I'm
We might as well end
Get in your seat, man.
Right here, where tell me it was his birthday.
Motherfucker, I text
You
you.
told me today. I didn't know like
Where was your antennas for the 2-3 years you known them?
I didn't know for 2-3 years. I mean, 2-3 years. I can honestly.
Well,
Yeah. So you've been
Oh, yeah,
2
okay,
years
that's
for
true, that's
birthdays.
That's the graduate. Maybe your freshman year.
yeah, sorry about that. It just became uncut gems in here. My bad.
Real shit.
We know what Sam's love language is.
What?
Sam, what's your love language?
Me?
Yeah.
My love language?
You know the 5?
Acts of service.
Okay.
Acts of service.
Damn, Sam
You
come
know.
in with the
Oh,
love
yeah.
language game.
Or you know what I'm saying? Or I love to hear, have you eaten? You know, so food, yeah, that one ain't part of the fire. But you're not gonna
Yeah,
get
you
some
could say
food.
that. You could say that.
That's like in the middle of gifts and acts of service. This is one of those.
You know what I mean? Cooking and buying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cooking and buying. You know? Oh my God.
I'm trying to do more acts of service. I need that to be my love language. Getting a little more active. Getting a little more.
I hate
You
acts
asked
of
for
service.
service.
Oh,
You hate that?
Why you hate that?
I
Wow.
hate acts
Terrible.
of service. Please don't touch my stuff. I will do it. I'd rather you nag me about it. I'll go do it. Don't touch it.
Jesus, Joe. Okay.
I don't like acts of service.
Nah, I mean,
Tracy's always doing something.
Well, lately I've been trying to do more something.
I will do something for you, but I don't want you to do something for me.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? That's another.
Where's that coming from?
Does that come from not trusting?
Probably.
Yeah, so it's like you trust you
Of
to
course.
show up for them,
I
but
do
you
it.
don't trust them
It's me.
to. Okay.
I don't. You know what? Honestly, it's not. I kind of don't ask other people to do things for me all the time. Not because I don't trust them, but because I guess I don't expect anything in return. I'm just like, if I do it, I do it, and then you're pleased by it, then that's fine. But you don't have to do anything for me. I'm just like, it's just fine. Yeah, you don't need to. It doesn't need to be a transactional thing. But that's just me.
I don't know, personally, I love to give stuff, you know, personally. I feel like there's,
You're a gift giver.
yeah, like, I love to, especially if, like, I have the time to go and actually, like, create something thoughtful, you know what I'm saying? Oftentimes, like, Brain Powers or somewhere else. But basically, I also, there's something in me that makes me feel like the more I give, the more, God's going to bless me, So that's just how I just feel like I just,
Yeah, that tracks. That definitely tracks.
So is that gift giving or acts of kindness? Or do you see gift giving as an act of kindness?
I see gift giving as an act of kindness. I see gift as an act of kindness. So I guess if acts of service is like manual labor, like I'm gonna dig your okay, then
That's
that's
why
not.
I'm gonna clean your house for you.
Oh, okay, then it's not acts of service. Then it's gift giving. Then that for
Then,
gift
yeah,
giving.
gift giving is probably
Then
closer.
it's gift
Thinking
giving.
about.
Yeah.
So,
It's gift giving.
What's your love language?
He
Mine?
doesn't believe in love language.
You know what I
Okay,
mean?
if you had to pretend for a minute,
Maslow hierarchy of
if you
needs.
had to guess.
I don't know. This is one of those how you see yourself, how you are, and how others see you.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to lean on other people
Okay.
to tell me what my love language is.
Then I guess.
Bullying.
You know what it
Thanks,
was?
Joe.
Bullying, what? It's probably like
It's hard for me.
it's probably like physical touch.
No, I would say quality time. That's yours. You
well,
you
quali-
always touching people.
It's physical touch.
You always touching
I'll
people.
tell you
Sam.
who has that reserved for that. It's me. This is and his kids.
Yeah,
Quality
quality time.
Quality time. Because think about it.
Quality time in general.
When we first met him, like if he rock with you, he like, yo, come to the house, like come spend time, come hang out. I wouldn't say it's like gifts. I wouldn't say it's gifts, but I would say probably quality time.
Yeah, I'd say.
And
quality
especially
time
the way that you
probably.
value family, that'll probably sum it up for me.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'd say quality time. Yeah, that's it.
What you say, Joe?
Physical touch reserved for me apparently.
I would say acts of service as well.
And
I
that's
feel like you like to do things for people.
yeah, she
Yeah.
did. Yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Okay.
I want to hear what trip are we going on? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to eat? That's what I want to hear. What boat cruise? What you like this boat cruise path? Say less. Say less. I'm being serious. If travel was a language,
That's what it
I
would be.
would. That would be. I love to travel, bro. I haven't traveled in a long time. To be honest with you, I've been considering solo traveling. You
Me
what I'm saying?
too, man.
Going on a solo trip. You know, and
By yourself, no one.
My buddy said he hates to travel. He loves to arrive.
Well, no one likes travel.
He don't like the
oh.
packing, the drive to the airport, the waiting on it, the changing flights, and and he goes like from continent to continent. So
Yeah, no one
he
likes.
really traveling, you know.
People like
He said, "I love to arrive."
Yeah.
Hates travel.
Yeah, traveling the other day. You got any other questions?
Yeah, the last question that I had: people who grow up in chaos usually function in chaos.
Facts.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on that?
That's right.
Facts.
Okay,
That's pretty right.
elaborate.
My girlfriend's parents used to literally throw rocks through each other's windows. I love you.
I love you.
Not like I love you, but like it was like she grew up in chaos, chaotic. You know what I'm saying? My ex, they were beefing one day, the other day they're not beefing, the next day they're beefing. You know what I'm saying? Literally, like okay, like her dad is in a bar or something, and then a guy tackled like, Keisha, your girl.
Oh.
Yeah, she. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did that the other night.
Oh,
Real, and the guy he don't know. He's just in the local, the local, city bar.
Oh Lord.
And then he'll be so mad, come home, throw rocks through the, her windscreen of her car. Windshield, tripping.
What?
Through a windshield, all craziness. I'm telling
That's
you, bro.
terrible.
Craziness.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is Afghanistan right here. I'm crazy. And she too, she was crazy. She was, she was.
Yeah.
She could beat me up. Like, just great. So now she grew up with all that on her head. And then me and her go into a relationship. Mind you, by that time, I'm just taking whatever comes my way. You feel me? So I'm not really even like vetting females at that point in time, which I feel many men need to do. We need to start vetting these females because we go on dates and they're vetting us and you're not vetting them.
Well, you're not helping anything by just venting it as that person.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Because we're trying our best to impress them for some reason. Anyway,
You don't think they're trying to impress you when you go on a date?
Yeah, I don't know. I think they do.
I mean, I think in standard like dating, the way I see it, at least in my days, right, in my generation, the guy asked the girl on a date. The girl was like, sure. You feel me?
Yes.
And now the guy takes her on a date, and the girl was like there, and she's like, it's almost like you're trying to impress her, and she's vetting you how good you are. You feel me? And that's the mentality that I changed, and I reckon everybody else to change. You know what I'm saying? That we should understand our value. But that's the side topic. This on the side. This on the side. This this is on the side though. So no, yeah, me and my ex start dating is almost as chaotic as her dad and her dad's.
so y'all relationship was chaos. It was full of chaos.
Chaos, madness.
What attracted you to
Pandemonium.
that chaos?
Huh?
If you're not chaotic, what attracted you to that chaos?
I was willing to smash.
Wait, oh, I see.
What? You want me to?
You know what?
I just told you. I wasn't vetting her.
I mean, it's blunt.
I wasn't vetting her.
Sound like you was.
We met.
Right.
Vetted her all night long.
That's yeah.
In those days. No, I'm saying shout out to Christ. But in those days,
Yeah.
we met like on a dating site even. We met in the middle of a pandemic, bro. Ain't nobody getting no love.
But you,
I mean,
chaotic
no.
love.
Come on now. I know. Look, bro, the COVID that's worrying all of you Americans. In Nigeria, we have what they call malaria. That's even 2 times worse than COVID. I mean, in 2 times worse than I've been too serious. The malaria medicine is called Coartem. Look it up, Coartem. That malaria medicine cured my COVID. Real talk. Whatever. So me, I know that, man, I got it, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'll risk it for the biscuit. You feel me? That was so American of me. Forgive me, chat. Forgive me, chat. By the way, this episode is sponsored by Trust President LLC.
Best part is that by far.
You might
This
have to
episode-
chop this up
Yeah,
right
no,
here.
that-
Dude said malaria will kill those.
Malaria will
No.
mess you up.
Yeah,
What, you think COVID is
Look it up,
killing?
folks.
What, you think COVID
Don't
is
look it up, by
killing?
the way.
We was hoping.
Do you think COVID was killing, bro? Malaria will mess you up. But anyway, you know, short submission. This episode of Joe and Dr. Darnell's podcast is sponsored by Trust Methods LLC. Please click the link in the bio.
Etsy,
There we
link
go.
down there.
Link in the bio. You're gonna get a 10% off, and you know what I'm saying, you can shop as many times as you
30%
want.
off.
There we go.
We ain't going no higher than that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't see it. Don't let them see that in the description, so it is.
So
So-
you don't think women are trying to impress you when they go on dates with you?
I mean, now they are, but but me, I had to shift my mind. I had to shift my perspective. You feel me? First of all, I had to become him, right? Because after my first relationship, I've had 3 relationships and one little fling. By the way, all this is Subscriber Plus, so make sure you click and smash the subscribe button and make sure you drop a comment if you love what you see. You feel me? But anyway, all this I had a total of like 4 women so far until Christ intercepted me. But I had a total of 4 women. The first one was chaotic. Right?
Okay.
And I wasn't vetting nobody. We basically met in Tinder. This was the middle of, what's it called? And bro, they ain't got no love, bro.
Gotcha.
All my friends are telling me everybody's all bayed up and booed up, and inside bayed up, booed up for the, you know what I'm saying, for the pandemic.
Pandemic?
No. Everybody booed up for the pandemic.
Sexy Ray gonna make a remix to that one.
Pandemic. I know
I swear I thought that's what it said.
Everyone is inside, bayed up, booed up for the pandemic.
For the pandemic, yeah.
You guys,
Yeah,
so
I'm
all of you
gonna go back to
people,
that.
to all of you that believe in reincarnation, don't let them reincarnate you in your next life and not as an African, because I promise I'll make fun of you. Anyway,
Is an African.
oh,
I was like,
he's from Louisiana, though. But that's what he said.
Right.
That's what he said. He said he's from Louisiana. He don't identify with us. But okay,
I'm out of that one. I done already got cussed out. I'm out of that one.
so no, yeah, so I wasn't vetting nobody. We found each other on Tinder. The first thing that she said, we're already on some flirtation.
I didn't know that's where you all met.
That is normal, Dr.
It's
Go
pretty
to. We
normal.
always,
Yeah.
that's what we don't be telling you about. You
Bro,
meet
you
most
meet
people.
everybody online.
Not
No.
Tinder
Y'all
anymore,
said
but
online. I'm thinking Facebook,
they do have Facebook dating.
TikTok.
Nah.
TikTok is my Steve.
Yeah, online.
Is it
That's still
Tinder?
online.
That's why it was the pandemic.
That's the
That was not the intentions though.
You rather
That was not the
I
intentions.
thought that's what Tinder was for.
I came to understand that wasn't what's for down the line.
I guess it's an
Poor
unsaid.
I came to understand that's what
You didn't know that's what Tinder was.
No, I'm not from America. I don't know what that's what
You know what? I never edit videos from the end backward.
Mhm.
And there is no way I'm going to go through this entire video and wait till I get to this part. I have to put this up. Please tell me, as an African, How did you find out about Tinder and not know what Tinder was? Because I'm old and I've been out the game
this
for
is the
2
last
decades.
podcast I'm coming to. I'm not coming to any other
I mean,
podcast.
a lot of people.
This
use
is it right
Tinder. It's
here.
not like it's
So Tinder is
uncommon.
This
not
is it right here.
a freaky thing.
There-
It's not like that. It's,
I think people have turned it into that.
It's
No, I thought that was the purpose of Tinder.
No.
No.
It was really for
there
dating.
is a legitimate use for Tinder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really for dating. I think our
Yeah,
culture
that's what
has
started.
turned it into that, where basically, if you're on there, we kind of already know what you're looking for.
Yeah, right.
So if you still got Tinder, if you ain't looking for that, it's pointless to.
it could
to have
be like that, but people do go on dates and they go talk to each other and
Yeah.
get in relationships.
Hey, I met friends.
I
over
know.
there.
I
I
thought.
met friends from there.
No, I thought Tinder was the hookup.
Yeah, that's
No, that's like
That's Ashley
grind-
Madison. You got.
Oh,
I don't know nothing about that.
I guess people don't talk about Tinder the way they talk about Bumble or every other dating app.
What?
Bumble or any other dating app, but
At least
Tinder has been
So,
criticized for
Bumble
Yeah.
is where the girls, once you match with them, they gotta message you first or something like
I
that.
think they got
Yeah,
like
they have to
24
message you
hours
first.
or something
They gotta
to
message you
respond or
first.
some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah, kind of like Snapchat, I think.
And but Bumble also has a side where you can meet friends. So that was the difference. Like they had a dating side, and they had a side where you
And
could
just
literally
the-
just
yeah.
meet people.
But the fact
To hang
that,
out
the
with.
fact that y'all know this is beyond me, I ain't gonna lie. This is bonkers to me because I didn't even know. To me, I was just getting on Tinder to find some kind of love.
Some kind.
Oh, you
I
found
said-
it all
I
right.
said some kind because what y'all are Americans, y'all are funny. What y'all are doing is not love. That's madness, right? Whatever is happening, craziness.
You did
I-
it though. For how many
I was
years?
crazy. I was participating in the
Well, at least
craziness.
you're honest.
No, so we get into the thing, instantly she's calling me king, and I'm feeling powerful. You feel me?
Yeah.
She's calling me king.
Talk about my
Wait,
shit.
Instantly, it's already flirtatious.
Off.
Chat, you feel me?
So that was your ego, Sam. Know what you saying?
Put one in the chat if you feel me.
This is not live.
Yeah.
way too much.
Hey, viewers, this is probably the last podcast I come on.
Cap.
Cap.
But it's no, real talk.
Cap.
You see it now. This is probably the last podcast I come on.
Tell
But,
us how she was calling you king.
but if you get this video to 2,000 likes, I'm gonna be back. You feel me? I'm gonna be
boy.
back. So smash that like button if
Okay.
you like what you see. Like that I was saying. So she was calling me king and whatnot. You feel me? Boosting up my ego. You know what I'm saying? Stroke.
Don't.
Like what we're slowly getting into the women in press question.
Stay in your bubble.
Yeah.
You asked for the story.
I ain't tell this nigga to try to stroke my hair.
Hey, look, this is a 4D experience. All right, this is
Go ahead,
4D.
fool. Tell us
You
about
asked
you.
for the
Yeah,
story.
all the
Accept what comes with the
watchers,
story.
listeners out there are just shaking right now. I just talking to callers at the moment, probably.
Go ahead, man.
You can people Americans, they're funny. Anyway, yeah, so I end up going to go see her and we end up calling. Yeah, we end up calling. You feel like we exchanged something. I don't know, maybe some Snapchat or something. We end up calling on Snapchat. Meanwhile, she's on Tinder because she's new to Texas. You know?
Yeah.
And yeah, because she's from, I don't know, somewhere up north. But so she's new to Texas and she's on Tinder. We end up calling. Every single time she calls, she's always talking to me in a flirtatious tone. And in my head, I'm thinking, this is her tone, point blank period. You feel me?
Really flirtatious tone or
Hey Sam, how you doing? And I'm like, and I'm like, what's going on? So at the end of everything, I end up going to go meet her at the deli of Walmart.
I mean,
What?
That's where she
They
works.
don't got seats there.
That's where she works. I want to go see her at her job. What are you talking about? Dr. Darnay,
They
she told
telling you
me.
Walmart is
Dr. Darnini. No, it wasn't. It was a neighborhood Walmart. It wasn't a big one. It was a superstore Walmart.
Maybe it's not at McDonald's. I don't know.
And they ain't got no seats there.
That's not like, it wasn't big.
We went to
they was on
Walmart
the meat
instead.
aisle.
It was
Subway
done.
on the
They was
right
walking
side
down the
of
meat
food
aisle.
We end up going to the deli of Walmart to go meet her, right? No, I was gonna do a little shopping. You feel me?
Shopping?
I'm not really shopping for nothing. So she ends up shaking my hand, pull out your hand, my boy, my guy. So she shakes my. She don't understand.
Okay, go ahead.
So she shakes my hand, and I shake her hand. For some reason, when I shake her hand,
What a grip.
when I shake her hand, her hand is just really soft, like she don't moisturize or something. I don't know, just overly soft. And that was fine for me.
Soft.
Yeah, it was weird, but that was fine for me. So like, okay, so we talk, and you know, I go shopping. I come back, we talk about some more, and then I go check out. We ended up talking some more. Oh, okay, nice to see you. Then I went. That time my mom was in town, so she couldn't come to my crib. So I ended up going to go clean up my friend's dorm.
Okay.
I had to go clean up my boy's dorm. You know what I'm saying? Clean it up quick, you know. Meanwhile, for mom, I'm in the library. Right? So, well, technically I was. It wasn't a lie. I was in the library. So he asked me to call back and ask me again. So, it wasn't my fault. Right? So, I ended up cleaning up my boy's dorm and going to go pick her up after work. So, my boy's dorm chilling. And this is like our first time, like, oh, okay. And then we're just talking. It's getting mad flirtatious. And we're like, nah, this is crazy. You feel what I'm saying? She's getting mad flirtatious. I'm like, nah, this is. Now, in my head, I don't know she knows Tinder is for smashing. You feel me? So she was probably expecting, and at that time I was a virgin, so smashing freaked me out. You feel me? Like,
Understandable.
smashing
Sure.
really freaked me out.
Sure.
So, she was probably expecting that stuff, but that stuff was freaking me out personally. I was like, oh, nah. You know, we ended up, time ended up passing. Nothing happened that night. I think I called her an Uber back home or something like that. Yeah, we ended up coming back. We ended up going on a real date to the park, a picnic. No, right? We ended up going on a real date, a picnic. We kissed. The relationship started. After 1 year.
It starts. All right, and now.
After 1 year, that was 2020. That was 2020. I was 19. She was 20 in 2020. She turns 21 in 2021. I know what happens when a girl turns 21, man.
They outside.
Yeah, outside.
They're outside.
They're
Yeah,
outside.
outside.
Explain that to him. He don't know what that means. He didn't ask.
Let me go explain. What,
Okay, they outside mean she in the club every weekend,
Yeah, something
sliding, bopping. They outside.
She with the ball players.
She's Pookie and Ray Ray.
Yeah, you know.
You feel me? So she's out there with Pookie and Ray Ray. And what makes it even worse that she don't find this white girl that's overly outside. Like, and her parents even allow it type stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it makes me feel like I was watching what's it called? What's that? No, High School Musical or something. Makes me feel, I feel like I was watching the show, that this was real. It was real. And then, the time would just go by, and I was like, what's up? Now, the white girl was propping up her outside flames. You feel me? They were doing all types of bad stuff. You know what I mean? That to me,
They had a hot girl summer. Is that what you're saying?
they had a hot girl like year and a half.
City girls up. What?
He said, not summer, it's year and a half.
Year and a half, right? You know what I mean? And to me, in my head, there's some stuff that just, bro, you have to cut this part out, dude. You have to cut this part
Well,
out.
just don't tell
Just
that
don't
part.
say it.
Yeah, just skip it. You can cut it out in your mind. Just skip that
Make
part.
a long
Don't
story
skip that
short.
stuff.
The saying is,
Where'd you hide the body?
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
that's some stuff. That's some stuff. that even though they're bad, okay, I can see that this is clearly influenced by a different culture. This, if you feel me, I can see that these bad things is influenced by a different culture. Even our culture don't participate in these kind of bad things. And she was buying it. She was buying it, you know. And then down the line, I tried to talk sense into her, but like she didn't want to be talked sense into, you know. So we ended up clashing. She never understood, and now, you know, we just that was it. It was just problematic. And even before she turned 21, it was still problematic because I guess like communication wasn't like sitting down and
Having a conversation.
yeah, and just keeping it real, like and like chastising in love. Is that the right word? Danny? And chastising or giving proper criticism, like you know, cross not like not like negative, but like like I don't that type of thing was never a thing for her. For her, what she knew from her, what she was seeing from her parents was, you're such a fill in the blank. And then later they will come back and you know maybe have like you know makeup kiss or makeup you know and that's what she knew. So even those ordinary talking down skills that I saw my parents doing, regardless of how crazy their relationship was, she never saw those things. So like we're just never on the same page. You know what I'm saying? When I was hot, when she was hot, I was cool. When I was hot, you know that's yeah. So now like I don't think
So now you're vetting.
Oh yeah. And so after that point in time, I took 6 months off to become him. I became him, and then
But we didn't bite that.
him.
Like who?
Look, he's so animated.
Jesus!
Yeah, you
You
know
said
it.
I had to
So
be
explain to your father, man.
I don't think I'm qualified to explain.
You know him?
Him don't exist in my house.
Hey, he's definitely him. My man got about to get his master's. He's him.
He's him.
He's
Tracy,
him.
you're him.
He's
Tracy's
him.
him.
Oh, great.
Tracy's him.
So you're Tracy.
He's him.
Timothy.
Yeah, Timothy.
So basically, the idea is that you are the star. You are
That dude.
That dude.
That dude.
You walk in the room and they say, "Oh, that's him."
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
I just say that.
Yeah,
He's
he
like,
found
that's
himself
who
now.
that dude. Okay, all right, I'm tracking you. Okay, you
Well,
became
apparently
him.
you're.
He's flossing and glossing. Okay.
Gotcha.
I turned into him. You feel me?
Okay, I'm following now. Please go ahead. You became him.
Yeah. So I took 6 months off. Very, very powerful 6 months. I haven't gonna lie, very powerful. I was fully focused. My academics, my self-growth. I was actually paid, bro. I can see how people become rich. I'm being so serious. I was actually paying attention to myself. Like I was actually focusing. Now I'm not saying other things weren't there, but the thing that was in my sight was me. You feel me? So when I started focusing on me, no, because I don't want you to think that other things. If I'm focusing on this, I can still see my keys. I can see. I was focused on me, you know, and I just got so much better. Money went up. You know, I got a car. Like my attitude became better. I got more confident. Even I have that big boy swag, bro. You feel me? So
I'm envisioning a montage right now.
So now I
God damn.
Montage. That's what we
I
call
don't
a
know if you doing
montage.
that, baby.
you know what I'm saying? So I
So how do you focus on you? Like what? Give me a few specifics, like a idea. Like what did you see in yourself that you was able to?
I was able to be honest with myself.
But what were you honest about? What did you see?
Sam, you're a shit can. Lord
Okay.
forgive me.
For what? But you got to be specific. You can't just say that. What
I-
is it? I wasn't getting money. I wasn't working hard enough. I wasn't.
I tell you. I was at my phone. I remember it was I remember I did an analysis of myself because that time, I don't know if it was just shortly after or before, I don't know. But when I started doing data analytics certificate, my data analytics certificate.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
In the
like
summer.
actual analytics.
You did your analytics stuff last summer? Or was that summer before last?
I think it's the summer before last.
Okay. I remember that period though.
Yeah, I'm saying. Anyway, I literally took an analysis of myself, like, and I asked myself, for starters, a few questions. In this relationship, what did I do wrong, and how could I have prevented this, or like how could I have done better?
This is with Tinder.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How could I have done better? Right? Technically, if anyone that looks at it, if it took the matter to some kind of relationship court, I would be innocent. But something my dad taught me was that if you're in any situation, you have to always think, regardless of if you're innocent or not, how could you have
Take responsibility.
Yeah,
You
take
can fix it.
responsibility.
in every situation? Even though you were someone hit you at the back, how could you have evaded the hit? Even if someone hit you, and what I'm saying. So I invoked that method. Okay. Then the next question was like, okay, what do I look like from the female point of view? If I was a girl, would I date me? You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys need to back down and ask themselves that question. If I was a girl, would I date me?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay.
Would you date you if you was a girl?
Yeah.
Wow, good for you. No, no way.
You wouldn't date you if you were a
No,
girl?
I wouldn't date me. I would not.
Why?
Tracy, you cool as shit, man.
Yeah,
What you talking about?
yeah, I know, but like, it's a long thing. I'm not sure if I would would even enjoy being around me for a good while.
Damn.
Because another thing is, if I was a girl, what type of man would I want? And am I him? Right? So that created like a whole list of things, and then I started putting I can show you guys my phone here in a second. I started putting percentages next to those things, right? If it was 100%, it was a check. Sometimes it was like I am or I'm not. Check. I'm kind of okay. Start putting real accurate percentages next to these things. I'm like, okay, cool, and I'm gonna give myself X amount of days. No sex, no nothing, no masturbation, nothing. What else? Keeping it pushing.
Limp Bizkit's no sex.
Fully working, fully concentrating on myself. You feel me? Then, after that 6-month period, just 6 months, I look back at myself. I was like, whoa. I feel better. I lost a few pounds. I give my money up, savings up, everything established. I think I got my first credit card or something. Everything was booming, chilling. I became him, right?
Timothy.
Tim Duncan.
I nation.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In him we trust. So I
Yeah.
became him. Then now I'm trying to go on my F-boy cruise. Time to pop out as him.
Pop out chilling.
So
I go on my first F-boy cruise. My first F-boy stop.
explain that to Darnell. 'Cause
No,
you don't know what
no,
that is.
no,
What's that for?
no, please don't. No. Don't.
Tracy, you want to take this one?
Ah,
Tracy,
Tracy knows this one.
Come on, Tracy.
He qualified for this.
I'm waiting. I'm not. Look, I mean, I like to consider our audience, okay? They don't. They know. If they know, they don't. If they know, they know. Okay.
F boy?
Yeah. That's how it was. Actually, people usually say BOI, like boy.
I played.
It's the players. The players, the pimps, getting the girls, smashing the girls,
How-
throwing them to the
how does the
wayside,
F come
getting the
out?
next one. It stands for, it's a curse word.
Fuck boy.
Fuck
But
boy.
no, I thought that wasn't a good thing. I thought you didn't want to be that.
Sometimes.
What he say?
No,
He
the,
was
the,
into
the,
that.
no,
He
the
said he
girls,
was
the
into
girls don't like.
But with responsibility
I know.
now.
It can be used in multiple.
You know what I'm saying?
It can be used.
But for
I've really only heard that term used amongst gay men.
It can
Really?
be used.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I've never heard that. No.
Damn.
Yeah, if you were within their community
that's
and
crazy.
you was doing some punk jive, that's what you were called.
Man, when was that? This must have been.
That I've heard that, but that wasn't just gay people. That was everybody.
Yeah,
No, I said I only heard gay people use it.
I thought
so.
it was
I didn't know.
straight
But so when you said F boy, that's what I thought. But I thought maybe I missed something.
No, you
So
didn't.
wait a minute. I thought you got your
No.
guard up and you got your everything up. Why would you want to be an F boy?
Because I'm now
Why not?
responsible.
Why not there?
He's
Yeah.
not
Oh, you
that.
didn't get the guard yet. You was just fixing you. No,
Oh,
because
no,
part of the
I
ad.
hear you. I
Part
hear
of
you.
the
I hear
ad.
you. You were part of the sequence.
So he
So
had
so
him.
at first, what even stopped me from my cycle, because after the heartbreak,
Right.
before I could now stop and build up to become.
oh, we
him.
still at the single mom now. We ain't got the Jesus yet. We at smash single mom.
Yeah, we're
After
still
we-
climbing
after
that
we-
summit.
Snow bunny crisis. Snow bunny crisis.
No, I'm trying to tell you.
We're still climbing that summit.
trying
We'll
to
get there
tell-
somewhere.
No, I was there during
Sam,
something. I'm
you
just trying to see what
wait,
it was,
man. You gotta speed the story up. We almost at 2 hours. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
No.
I'm sorry. I just got lost.
Yeah. So
What you got?
So I go with my F boy, genre. The ones you know about are the ones I told you about, right? But then Lou, you know what I'm saying, Flamingo too. But then after the second, I was like, nah, this ain't me.
That was a
Person.
single mom.
Huh?
That was a single mom.
I cannot declare on the night.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not gonna incriminate myself.
Okay.
No doubt.
Plead the fifth. Got
Got
it.
it.
Cut that part out too. I don't want to see that part nowhere.
All right.
I'm being serious. No, this video.
I mean, he
serious.
told you that
I'm being
he's
serious.
not
That part-
really cutting the
that
rest of the
part,
part out.
is
So.
the reason-
All right. Go ahead.
So no, yeah. So we yeah. So I realized that okay, that this isn't me. This is just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? That was just. It didn't make sense to me. So personally, I don't know how to live with someone and not have feelings for you. That doesn't even register for me, personally. Other people, they're ice cold in their heart. I understand y'all are after y'all, right? But that doesn't make sense to me, So I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I can't really do that. Go into one relationship, maybe 6 months or whatever. Then start one relationship 1-2 months in. You know what I'm saying? Jesus visits me and just did the little interception. And
What was
I had an encounter with Christ, and then I'm like, something is now interesting to me. When you just have your interest, something's interesting, and you don't care about these other things no more. So now something's interesting to me. So now I'm just researching and looking into Christ, because that was crazy what happened from that encounter. And meanwhile, I'm in the middle of a relationship that I just started. Right? A relationship that just started, wasn't built on any type of Christ, nothing. And then every single time I would try to introduce Christ into the relationship, that would just bring us farther and farther apart. Right? So I changed. So I was like, oh, okay, I can't expect her to change and follow me. So we broke the relationship off, and then let's go choose to follow Christ, and then here I am. Man of God, Son of God.
So now you're vetting. Now,
After the first one, everyone that wasn't having a F-boy season, after the F-boy season, right, I was vetting everyone else. So I could have actually gone to relationships with many other people, because everyone just
And no one
loved
has
me.
coined that, by the way.
Everyone loves my energy, everyone loves my confidence, everyone loves my charisma, and all that. I was just popping. I was really just popping, really. I'm not even trying to prop myself up, I just said the truth. And I could have gone into many other relationships, but I was declining women. No, maybe, or no. You know what I'm saying? I was declining straight up, you know, because the people around me at that time and point in time were not into the things I was, you know, trying. I was lucky, you know, looking for a wife, type stuff. You know what I mean? And then I just found one angel from my past just pop out. I was like, oh, great girlfriend, great, but again, I changed. I can't expect her to change. I can't expect her to follow me, you know. So yeah, again, that last relationship was the best relationship I've ever been in. Point blank period. Point blank period, and I, you know, fully vetted her. She fully vetted me, you know. But funny enough, something about that relationship made me realize I'm not really sure I want a submissive woman.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if I want an overly, because we talk about it all the time in my generation. I'm not sure I want an overly submissive woman where anything I say just goes.
I don't know that I've ever heard a continental African man, especially Nigerian,
say that. If I don't think you're ever gonna hear like someone in my gen, a man in my gen. Oh,
Never.
we want a submissive woman. I don't think
Never
I
heard
ever.
that.
But like, truth of the matter is,
Me
like
neither.
when you get that, it was like everything I said. Like it was like I was dating a robot, low key, and sometimes I want a second opinion. At least, you know what I'm saying. You know, you know me, like, you know, I always expect to be, you know, the dominant one, yes. But at the same time, I want an opinion, like, cast a vote, like, if you know what I'm saying. She was just accepting whatever.
Do you think it's because she wasn't confident in the answer, so she just doesn't, like, sometimes people ask me for advice, and I'm like, hey, I don't want to give you no advice. I want to tell you the wrong
Joe
thing.
tell you the worst advice ever, man.
Oh,
but
I get fantastic.
I really realized that yes, I want a submissive woman, yes, but an overly submissive woman where anything I say just goes.
So what you're saying is you want somebody who's able to think and articulate their feelings, even if it's different from yours. But you still want a level of submission.
Yes. But when you come to full submission, like, it's almost at that point in time, like, I was doing the thinking for you even. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at least I want you to have an opinion, you know, okay, come to me, because sometimes I may not always be right. You feel me? Because I may not always be right. I don't have the wisdom like Dr. Danizzi does. You feel me? So, putting all that in my hand, like, I'm literally staring.
I feel like that's a new relationship type thing. Like, if you've been with her for 10 years, she's gonna start giving you some opinions. You don't want to hear that. But if you
I
6-7 months in, she may just be like,
She just go with the flow.
Whatever you say goes. We gonna roll with it.
No,
Till I get my ring.
don't get me wrong.
Ah.
Don't get me wrong.
No, I feel like
Don't
we
get me
have
wrong.
some interesting comments for this one.
Don't get me wrong. I loved it though. I loved it. But you know what I'm saying? But from time to time, when it comes to some serious matters,
Right.
I need a second opinion. I need you to be my partner. You feel me? Not my subordinate type stuff. You know what I mean? So like that's what I learned from all the people screaming, "Oh, I want a submissive woman." Whoa, whoa, whoa. If you get a submissive woman, I promise you ain't gonna want it no more, bro. For real talk.
That's a great place to end.
Yeah.